And next we have Molly from Industrial Engineering.
Imagine for a moment you're a paramedic. You get the call and you're off. You race to the scene, you grab the patient, you're performing medical checks while your partner is swerving through traffic on a mad dash to the hospital. You get there and, oh, the emergency department is full. Well, the patient has to be monitored, so you're stuck here waiting with them until there's room. That's a bummer. This is called offload delay, and it's increasingly a problem in industrialized countries. It prevents the ambulance from getting back into the field, delays emergency response call times, and endangers those waiting to be picked up. My thesis is part of an effort to combat this problem. You see, a few years ago, someone came up with an idea for the offload zone, OZ for short. It's a room where patients can be offloaded and monitored until there's room for them in the ED, like a waiting room plus. Great idea in theory, but the trial here in Halifax didn't go so well. Due to the relief of pressure to let the ambulance go, OZ patients were heavily under-prioritized compared to walk-in patients. Eventually, doctors just started treating people right in the OZ. It became an extension of the ED, and according to those involved, it just worsened waiting times. So the project was scrapped, but some experts still think it has potential. So now the task is, how do we make it work? I was given access to data from ambulance and ED trips in the year of 2013 when the trial occurred. With information like whether the OZ was running on a given day, patient demographics, their complaints and severity, and importantly, timestamps for their journey through the system, I could do a statistical assessment to verify the anecdotal claims. We found, contrary to reports, actually the offload delay did improve with an OZ, but sometimes this came at the expense of the overall patient journey time. So there is hope. But the main use for this information was as input metrics for a simulation. In industrial engineering, a simulation is a tool where you define a process, tell it how often people or parts move through it, how long different steps take, and that sort of thing. Then you can run the simulation and it spits out all these performance metrics at you. Then you can change the processes or reallocate resources and see how it changes the performance. This is really useful for expensive or complicated changes where you want to make sure it's worth the effort or just that nothing disastrous happens. Our simulation is still in progress, but the goal is to compare situations like, what if we only operate the OZ at these certain times? What if we increase or decrease its maximum capacity? What if OZ patients have to take priority over walk-in patients a certain percentage of the time? If we can answer these questions and find a setup that benefits the emergency system as a whole, we can reduce the time that patients and paramedics spend sitting around waiting. Eventually, we could develop a tool where any hospital can input their system data and develop their very own offload zone to use, and we'd help save lives all over the world. Thank you for your time.